All right, people, welcome back. Welcome back to another video. Today we're gonna make a new version of the VR Oculus setup for recording slash streaming. Because yeah, this one has been over a year ago. It also was hidden. I did not know until someone on Discord reached out and asked me for my my video, and I told him, like, you know what, I'm actually working on making an updated version. So here it is. So if you have not seen this video, in this video I made a quick bat file that gave you some pointers for your Oculus mirror capture for VR games, to get a better FOV and all that stuff. I think I even have a screenshot here somewhere with before and after or something. I don't know. But it gave you a better FOV and all that stuff. But there was a problem with this. Some settings will not work because you have to press hotkeys. Like, for example, if I want stabilization, what stabilizes your footage, I was not able to do that because bat files are not able to run key presses. So we were not able to do that in the bat file. So you still had to manually do that, and great. Don't worry. We have fixed this in this video. We are going to fix it. So I'm going to provide you with all the stuff that you are going to need. First of all, I want to make sure that you have a editing program for code, not like your DaVinci Resolve, but like Notepad or Notepad++, or my personal favorite and recommendation for everyone that does anything code related. Don't use Notepad, don't use Notepad++, all that garbage. But take Visual Studio Code. That will also be the only link I will be providing in the description for any code editors. If you want Notepad or Notepad++, be my guest, Google it yourself. I will not provide these things because I don't use them. I only use the good stuff. Joke, of course. But yeah, well, so I will provide you two links. I will provide you a link for Visual Studio Code, and I will provide you a link to a program we're gonna use where we also need to do some scripting, but I'll make sure you can just copy and paste it. All right, so let's get started. So first we want to, of course, have your Visual Studio Code done, right? Then if you have that done, you want to head to this link right here. It's AutoKey. This one will actually allow us to implement that automatic key press for, in this case, it's F8 for stabilization. This one will provide us with that. So what I want you to do is I want you to download, and please download the version 2. Don't download the version 1.1. You can. I will also show the one different thing you have to do, but I'll provide you with the code for the version 2. So I recommend, of course, doing that because that one also still gets supported. Once you have downloaded that, just make sure to install it. After you're done that, head back to this video and let's continue. All right, so after we did that, of course, I have a game open here. Let me minimize that. Let me also minimize this. Of course, by the way, this does not work for Steam. Although you can do Steam games, that is actually what I'm doing now. I'm using the Behemoth for a example here. But yeah, you can. You have to use a Steam link, or not Steam link, sorry, Quest link, or Meta link, whatever it's called now. So yeah, I won't recommend using this, but I mean, it's an option if you want to. With that being said, what we are going to do is, first things first, we want to open that program we just installed. And what was it called? It's called AutoKey. auto key dash. You want to open this. But once you have this done, now let me really quick open my Visual Studio Code 2. Of course, you also want to open that. I don't need this one. We need 2 files. Technically speaking, only this one. Let me open the in Explorer. All right. Yeah. So we need 2 files. But this one will be generated. First things we want to do. I know it's a little bit messy. I just got confused myself. Sorry. First things you want to do actually is just open this. Yeah. Keep it like that. Just keep it. Just leave it there. Don't do anything. Yeah. Then what you want to do, you want to make a new file. Don't click new file, new text file. It's confusing. I don't know why they do this. And then in here, you actually want to paste this code right here. You want to paste this. Now you can keep the pause on or off. Pause just means it will keep the command prompt open. So if there are any issues, you will be able to read it, and otherwise it will close. Left eye only. You can actually change this to right eye only if you want. But we just do like right eye only. This one actually still, now even the video is hidden. I will leave the link in the description because this one actually already goes into the explanation of how to set up that file. So instead of me doing this right now, I'll link that video down below where you will get more information on that. This one will just be a better version. Now, the only thing I did change and I may want to elaborate on is this one, the FovMultiplier. I don't know what they did, but somehow when you do this now, it's not giving you full screen 1080p. It's cut off. I'll show you in a second. So instead of 1x2 by 1x2, keep this one, the first one, keep it on 1, and then just up this one. I don't know why. I'll do some more experimenting with it, and I'll maybe make a video or a community post on YouTube about that. So I want you just to copy and paste. Of course, this is your directory to the Oculus-diagnostic, and then of course the OculusMirror. And of course, if you have a less powerful computer, you can like change this. But again, video is down in the description below. After you did this, all you want to do is to make your life a lot easier, you can just name it the exact same. That will just help you out. I may actually drop it on my Kofi page where you can just download these files. But I will also make this video because some people don't like downloading bad files and all that stuff in scripts. And I totally 100% understand that. So you can, I'll give you an option, right? You can do this, or you can just head over there and download it right away. After we have done this, just save it in a location. In my case, I saved it in the same directory as the auto key. When we have all this done, we want to go over to the auto key we opened. Then what we want to do, we want to go here, click on a new script. Make sure you click on the version 2. Yeah. Click on that. Give it a name. I'm just going to call it tutorial in this case. Tutorial. And then just click create. And then you have it over here, right? You have it over here. Now what? Well, if lucky, you still have your Visual Studio your Visual Studio Code open. And all you want to do is take this, drag it in here, and it will open it. Then what I want you to do is go down, of course, in the description, download this entire thing, copy it, go back, and paste it in. So what this will do, this will, and of course here you have to, I completely forgot about that. This part, you have to change to your own location for the OculusMirror bat file. So in my case, of course, that is here, right? So that's why I did it in the same folder. It's easier to find. Then you want to replace this. Then what you want to do, you're technically done. So what this one is doing now, once you click, so before we opened it through this bed file, right? We clicked on this and it's gonna open the bed file. Let me get my headset real quick so I can show you guys, right? And now it may do some weird shit. Hold on, give me 2 seconds. All right, so we have the game here. This is default, by the way. This is just the default game. Now, before what we did, we just opened the bed file, and this is what we had. Now, there may be a little lag on the recording. It doesn't do it for me, by the way. But there is no stabilization, right? So we actually have to go in here and then go to image stabilization and enable it by, see, that runs way better, right? Yeah, you see the weird corners, but we can fix that, right? So this is way more stable for viewing. But now you saw what we had to do, right? So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna just double click this one. And now I want to make sure that I actually saved it. Double click it. And you can see that one automatically stabilizes it for you too. So it runs the script. Let me close the game. We don't need it anymore. So what this one is doing is it runs the bed file, the one we set up. Right? So it runs this one. It applies all the settings for this bed file. It just runs that like we do normally. Then after that, it waits for a few seconds. Now, of course, you can adjust this. So if you like you kind of saw it in the recording, right? So when I clicked it, it took a little bit and then it like enabled the smoothing. Now you can do that, but you can also just decrease it. Now keep in mind, this is in milliseconds, so this means like 2 seconds. Now if you want to have it 1 second, you can just do 1000, and then it is a 1 second for it to smooth out. I'll keep it on 2. I think I like that because you can see it starts up and then it just snaps. And then of course, then it will send the key press F8 to do so. After the 2 seconds, it will stabilize. Now, again, I am still working on the exact setup. So let me show you what happens when I do this. And 1.2. Now I changed it to 1.2 by 1.2. Like in the original video. And I'm going to show you what the weird part is. And this was not the case before. So I don't know what happened. Maybe they changed something. I don't know. This was not the case. Okay. So here we have the game itself. Now we're gonna run that file. And stabilize. Okay, now it did actually make full screen. So you could do the 2x2. Now the stabilizing is doing this image. And something happened. Oh, that was my hand getting off the camera. But yeah, the stabilizing is doing this. So if I just press F8 to turn off the stabilization. See, now you don't have that. This is my hand. This is not the game. It's my hand that gets off the annoying camera. If anyone, by the way, knows how to increase the shut off on the Quest 3, let me know. Because it's the most annoying dog shit they ever implemented. But yeah, if I now press F8 again, of course, now I'm doing it manually. You can see these borders. You don't want that in your recording. So maybe, let's have a look. I don't know. Let's have a look. What if I increase this to FOV from 1.4 by 1.4? Oh. Save it. And stabilized. Yeah, see? So how higher you put it, how bigger the corners are going to get with the stabilization. And you can see this is what the pause does. If you don't want this, you can just, oh, don't do that. Go back to the bed file itself. Yeah, this one. And just remove this line, this pause, save it. And then it should not do that. So what am I going to do now? I'm kind of interested. I do one by one. Now keep in mind, this is the whole thing of the FOV, but yeah, you can see what is happening. And then we'll wait for the stabilization. You can see now, one by one, the stabilization is pretty tiny. And I am rocking my headset back and forth. But yeah, we don't want that. So maybe if we do keep that one. No, I'm just going to do 2 by 2 because that is what I want to run. And then, of course, you just have to, for the recording, you got to figure it out. You can, and then we wait 2 seconds and stabilize. Yes, it is annoying. It's not much we can do. You can probably, oh, there it is. You can probably like kill it inside your, but yeah, that beats the whole purpose of the FOV, don't you think? But yeah, that is something I will be looking into because I don't like this either. But at this point, it's not much we can do about it. This was not the case before. So again, I do not know if they, let me get rid of this. Yeah, I don't know if they changed anything regarding to how they're doing the FOV capturing. But it is something that I will definitely look into. But yeah, that is how you can do it. Now, personally, I probably won't run the FOV and the stabilizer, even though I really want to. The problem, why would I not run it? Well, yeah, you can use it with Steam, but that kind of forces me to use Oculus Link. And I'm not using Oculus Link because it's dog shit. Personally, there are 2 reasons. Because I have a dedicated Wi-Fi 6 router, so that means if I want to use this, I have to be on the same network, and I am unable to do that, and then because then I cannot use my router, right? And I'm using virtual desktop because virtual desktop is just better. But yeah, that's it, guys. That technically is the way to go. Now, I will also look in on how we can maybe do some stuff with SteamVR. Because that is the one I'm mostly using now. And yeah, it's just, I don't know. In that case, Oculus is way better. By the way, guys, I do now actually have a second channel. I made already a trailer on my YouTube channel. You probably saw it. But I do have a second channel that dedicated on VR games. I just uploaded the first Behemoth video, and you can see we're not running the stabilizer, which sucks. I really wish I was able to use stabilizer here. Again, I will figure something out. I tried lift stabilization, but lift is, I don't know. Something is going on with the whole thing. But yeah, I hope that this video helped out. If you have any issues, let me know down in the comments below. I do not have a Discord anymore. I'm also not sure if I'm gonna make a new one. Yeah. Let me know down in the comments if you need extra help. With that being said, guys, I hope you all enjoyed this video. I hope it helped. And yeah, if you find anything like, oh wait, but this worked for me, also let me know. I will take a look at the comments, of course, and well, who knows, maybe I can make a next updated video. But yeah, enjoy your games, guys. See you in the next one.